Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Battletech. I'm your host Amulius. Um, so yeah, I've been thinking a little bit. Uh, at the current rate where we're going, it's gonna take me bloody forever to get to this priority mission. And because of that, I'm gonna be killing some time off screen. Because I don't want to see let you guys sit by for like 5 episodes while I'm just doing basically what amounts to side quests just to kill the time. And then I'm gonna wait 5 days, then I have 3 mechs available. And there was a half skull mission around here somewhere. Yeah, this one. I'm probably gonna do this one as well, then move over to another planet, etc, etc, while I hopefully soon /DM get all my mechs built so I can do this priority mission. But at the rate that we're going right now, it's taking me bloody forever, and I would prefer to do more story-based content than just, you know, this grind fest, you know. So I might show some highlights, I might not. I really don't know yet, but I'll catch you guys later. Alright, this is the first mission that I did after, you know, deciding that I did not want to record everything. I've decided to show a little bit of each mission that I played, and or you know, the highlights and the kill shots and such. Here is like the second turn of this mission, where this Jenner just waltzed in and took out one of the buildings, thereby deriving us of a secondary. So we're just taking care of his buddies with some PPC shots over here. The firing has lost a little, and you know, these turrets, they're really contributing here, because they actually take out that Jenner. So once again, the AI is, you know, stealing all the glory. So pretty much everything that's left for us to do is mop up these last few tanks that are on his flank. And I was a bit worried about the distinct lack of enemies, but you know, I kept the demo and the commando around to finish off the Scallion. So naturally, I don't do much of damage of much at all. But lo and behold, the AI provides and helps us. Really, sometimes I wonder what they need us for. But yeah. But in the meantime, some enemy reinforcements had shown up on the right-hand flank, so naturally we introduced some PPCs to their face, which proves to be very effective to take them out. I think the only thing that they did send were vehicles, though, aside from that Jenner earlier on. So this was a very easy mission, and that was kind of the goal behind it, just to, you know, earn some money, not get our mechs destroyed in the process. And I think there was actually a AI unit that no, the AI killed one. Okay, but yeah, that was the first mission. So that yeah, we got a nice supply of loot for that. So for our second mission, we are doing an assassination, and we still only have these 3 mechs available because I have not fast forwarded the time yet. So we were slowly, you know, exploring our environment, trying to keep everyone together, and hey, we found some enemies. So we keep everyone together, or at the very least, you know, close together, so that it's more likely, well, hopefully to fight his attention. Because I find if you only send one forward, then that's essentially everything that they're going to be focusing on, which is also one of the main reasons why my mechs tend to be shut up. So sticking together works really well. You can also pull your firepower a lot better in that case. And what do we got here? Fire starter. Okay. I don't think that hit. So, but yeah, let's start systematically taking this guy apart, shall we?
Got it.
There goes his leg. And hello? Ah, there we go. Down below, timber! Alright, so now that he's on the ground, it's a perfect opportunity to take him out. So that's what we're going to be trying. So let's see if we succeed.
Well, this close, you should be able to hit it. I think the large laser missed, and the rest, well, hit him, but not the right location. But he's still on the ground later on, so we still get another chance to finish him off, and this time we do finish him off. So both legs destroyed, map taken care of. And not sure what I'm stomping here. Oh, a vehicle. Yeah. And there is still a locust around, so let's give him a nice kick to the face as well. Or actually, let's just, swipe his feet down underneath him. That works too. And hey, that means that there's another mech on the floor and an easy target for a kneecap. Kneecap? Leg cap? I don't know how it's... Don't really know how it's called if you just, Oh, okay, that works too. If you just sweep their feet from down underneath. And it was actually our target. It was a enforcer. And he was constantly firing at us from the fog of war, but by the time that he got to us, well, he only had his locust buddy left, and we just took his leg out. So I sent a demo in to finish off the locust, so we can focus all our undivided attention on the enforcer. Now, locust did get up in the meantime, but then there he goes, both legs. So. Out of all the legs that we killed so far, all of them we took out their legs, and this part is where I was chasing the enforcer, and I decided to leave the entire part in because I thought it was pretty comical. Because this guy was just on his own, and I was trying to kill him with two lights and a medium, and this guy pretty much took all our firepower, and yeah. Well, eventually he did start losing weapons, so a small spoiler alert. He's already starting to run away, so that's kind of, but to be expected when you're outnumbered so heavily. But this guy just would not go down. I don't know how much percentage of his armor this guy has in total, but I think it's almost all of it. Because if you can see the pounding that I'm giving him, and he doesn't. Well, I think I took one of his arms off, and that's it. Yeah. We're all focusing all our attention on this guy. Oh, we did get a knockdown now, because we got enough of the... enough stability damage on him. So, naturally, he just walks up and buggers off. And his heat is a little bit too high to return fire anyway. But, yeah. Basically, all I could do was, keep chasing in the hopes that I could take him out fast enough. Yeah, at this point he's almost near the extraction zone, so will this be the killing shot? Of course it won't. Because the PPC just sails right past him. So, we do take out his left torso, but not his legs. And naturally that just, shakes him up a little bit. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. So, will we finally get the killing shot here? Let's see. Okay, see it, and a few missiles to leg and timber. Oof. And the pilot isn't capacitated.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
worth it.
I did have to go overheat near the end, because otherwise he would have gotten away in his next move, which was right after this shot. So I did get some damage to the internals. But other than that, that was a nice mission.
It's times like these you're really, wishing you at least have free salvage picks, because I could completely salvage that mech that I just took out. But oh well.
So these next missions we're gonna be doing at Rockawalon. Jesus Christ, how do you pronounce that? I think I was looking earlier to do some missions here, but never got around to it. So that's what I'm doing now. We got a nice one skull difficulty mission, and the Magistry of Canopus has a nice mission here that we're gonna be tagging along with. We still only got 3 mechs to work with, but I think it was either the Vindicator or the Panther that got overheat last round, or was it the Shadowhawk? I don't recall actually, but yeah. Anyway, we're doing this mission with only 3 mechs. This is a nighttime mission, which, as you can see, it's pretty damn dark. Really, it's kind of difficult to see the surroundings. And we got our first PPC shot of the mesh, and it hits him in the leg. So I see an opportunity when I see one. So he just closes in, fires his medium laser. I'm not too impressed by that. So now it's Medusa's turn though, and he has a PPC of his own. And introducing those to enemy feet is kind of what we have been doing the last few missions. So let's continue doing that. So we jump to the side. So we got some nice evasion charges going on here. Now let's take aim for that leg, and down he goes, and his torso and his arm. So I guess all of the hits did in fact hit that leg, because otherwise the damage wouldn't transfer. Now in this case he's already on the ground, so we can just focus down the center torso. I could have gone for the other leg, but that was still honestly fully intact still, and the center torso was completely and widely open. So I take a few shots with, I think it was Demo at the Locust. No, large laser misses unfortunately. Take out one of the other runs, and a little bit later I fire a PPC at this same Locust, and down he goes. Yeah, and here we have our latest contender, this Jenner, and this guy was very, very annoying, because Demo got a few shots in the commando, which exposes internals, and this guy was hounding me like a bloodhound, and it was pretty damn annoying. And yeah, he also did not want to go down. As you can see, I just missed 2 of the PPC shots at him, and pretty much everything else missed too. And that missed too. Well, on the plus side, he's not hitting that much with his own shots either, but yeah. When you got a mech with open internals, having something as heavily armed as a Jenner chasing him is not really what you want to see. Because, well, even if Demo was, completely armored, this Jenner would be very bad news for him. But finally we managed to take his leg out. And you'd say, he's on the floor, and we actually did take him out, but we had to fire a few times at him to actually kill him. So it wasn't as easily as I hoped. There we just killed the few factories that we were sent over here to destroy, and we finished off the last of the turrets. Because why not? They're just turrets, and they give additional C-bills if you do them as a secondary. And as far as I've seen, every single time that there's turrets on the map, destroying them actually is a secondary. So Demo got a little bit internal damage, not too much though. Well, we're taking 2 mecha components here as a priority, and the rest were just assigned. For this mission we are rolling out a little bit heavier though, because we have had the Shadowhawk out of the mech lab. It's been repaired. That also means we have to, rotate some of the pilots a little bit, just so that everyone gets a chance to get some experience going. We do want to have everyone with the proper skills in the proper mechs. So a Decker with sense lock in the light, and the rest are all fire support mechs. Panzer doesn't have a specialization yet. I'm working on that. And hopefully this mission will give us a chance to give him the experience that he needs. We're here well, the mission is called recovery, but essentially we're here to capture a facility. And I thought this map looked pretty damn big compared to the other ones that I tend to play on, but it could be because there's a lot more variety on this map. While most of the other ones are just lots and lots of hills and mountains and stuff like that. This one has it all. It has a huge lake, it has a little river. We get a few little, well, I wouldn't call them islands, but land masses. There's a very big hill where the objective is located on. And I quite like the variety in the scenery. But yeah, basically what we're doing here is keeping everyone together while we're advancing forward, just to wait and see when we're gonna be finding some enemy contacts to send a mech over there to the right, because maybe, you know, they're on that flank or something, but no, they aren't. Okay, so moving forward even still, and getting everyone back together again, and taking a position on this little hill with the woods. I think about here, yeah. Here we found two contacts, so that's pretty good. I did wait one or two turns to see if they were coming closer to us, and they were very slow. So I sent Decker forward to do a sensor lock, and we got ourselves a vehicle. I think it was a Bulldog, and yeah, it's a Bulldog, so that's a pretty dangerous tank. I think it's like, what, 40-50 ton tanks, are pretty heavily armored, and it has large lasers and SRM, so its armaments isn't all that light either. But next turn he advanced a little bit more, so I got a good, or it was still the same turn, I'm not quite sure. I think it was the next turn. He advanced a little bit more, so I got a better angle of attack on him. And I moved Panzer forward to take a PPC shot at him, hopefully take him out. Because our mechs are a little bit light, so if, you know, they start firing at us with that large laser and hits us, then we don't want our externals to be exposed. But the Bulldog is gone, so let's take a look at what the other one is. And this is part where I found quite interesting, because when I saw what it was, I nearly shat my pants. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I was trying to do here, but okay, apparently I was standing out in the open. Okay then. Yeah, it wasn't until this that I looked what it was, and it's like, what, it has 3 PPCs? What? Turns out that is a Shrek PPC carrier. It has 3 PPCs, enough heat sinks to fire them continuously, and it weighs like, what, 60 tons and has tons and tons of armor. So yeah, I really needed to get this thing disabled at a distance, because I do not want this thing shooting at me with my light and light medium mechs. So PPC exposed its armor, and still in the same term I fired another PPC with Medusa, and that takes him out. Because holy shit, I do not want this guy shooting at me. I did continue to advance slowly and carefully forward, because I was expecting to be more enemies on there, either reinforcements or like more enemies hidden on the map somewhere. So I arranged my squad around the objective carefully, so in case they were attacking this position, then I had everyone in good cover. You know, with good evasion pips and or good cover. Only Decker did not have good cover, but he doesn't have jump jets, and all he can do is, you know, run forward and be evasive. But turns out there are no further enemies on this map. That's 1.5 skull difficulty, and the only enemies that I faced were 2 tanks. Hey, but on the plus side, I did get 3 PPCs for my troubles. So, and for this mission, we're doing we have to destroy an enemy base. It's only 1/2 skull difficulty though, so probably what we're taking is a slight little bit overkill. But hey, if something is worth killing, it's worth overkilling. So that's probably what we're going to be doing. I'm swapping people out a little bit, so like I said earlier, everyone is in the right mech for their roles, and everyone gets a chance to earn some experience. Especially Succubus is, I think, our newest addition to our pool of Mechwarriors, so she needs a chance to get some experience. So let's see, yeah, I think we've been in this map before, and as I advance, everything's pretty much in the same location that it was in the previous times that I was here. So I'm not quite sure if they have a set number of maps, but yeah, the enemies came at us piecemeal, and yeah, the mission wasn't really all that difficult, really, especially not the mechs that we have at our disposal. I mean, here, one large laser shot and a tank is gone. We did have a few of, I'm not sure if it were turrets or vehicles. I think it was a striker. I think the vehicle's called, with SRMs and LRMs. He was firing at us a little bit, but yeah, nothing really to write home about. I mean, and it's a very easy mission, so turrets only have half armor either. Woo, another one down. Let's see what we got over here. Hey, and sure enough, we got ourselves a vehicle. Oh, look, a striker. And the PC misses. Oh well. Plenty more shots where those came from. So I'm moving up on the flank with Demo as well, because these turrets is easily capable of dealing with them on his own, especially when they only have half armor. Might be a little bit harder if they're like fully armored, but yeah. So let's fire another VPC shot at the striker. And pew! Okay, this one hit. Very good. Okay, time to bring the rain with the Shadowhawk. Let's get rid of that pesky shredder turret before it starts firing at us. I'm mostly not having too much difficulty with these things, because I kill them before they actually have a chance to even fire at us. So that's proving to be very beneficial, because these turrets actually quite a punch. And I mean, they are static and such, but yeah, let's see if we can get a... Nope! He was not having his day with his PPCs. Don't know if everyone noticed, but I am watching my my heat build up a lot more. So that goes a long way of, you know, preventing my mechs from being damaged, because honestly, that was the main source of me getting damaged. Not so much that, well, also people be shooting at me, but mostly it was me not minding my heat and overheating, and when you overheat, your entire mech's internals get damaged. So yeah, as soon as you start doing that on a regular basis, which I must admit I kind of was, then you're only, you know, I was the main cause for my own mechs being damaged. So you know, doing all these quick missions and, you know, paying attention to what I was doing was it was really beneficial, I think. So yeah, got some loot for our troubles, nothing major, but then again it was half a skull mission, so who cares. So just like that, we're already done on this planet, because we ran out of missions to conduct here. So we have to look for another one. So I think we're gonna go for this one. Yep. And it's to destroy a base, which is fine. And we're not getting too much C-bills for our trouble, but the salvage on these missions is always quite good. So we're still dealing with the same mechs that we were constantly dealing with, because like I said earlier, we still don't have like a very fast working mech bay. I still need to, I think, complete that second mission to unlock how to get upgrades or something. I really honestly don't know what else it could be. And that's why we're doing all of this, just so we can do that second mission and, you know, progress the game again. Because I do kind of felt like I was, you know, getting stuck here. And hello! Looks like a fire starter showed up. looks like a volunteer to take a full lance worth of firepower in the face. Hello, good sir. Alright, so I was checking here the lunar biome, and it seems the heat dissipation here is actually quite terrible. And when you think about it, that actually kind of makes sense, because it's basically a moon we're fighting on, and we don't have an atmosphere here, so there's not, or if we do have one, it's not really that potent as it is like on Earth. But both of these shots actually hit him in the center torso, so I was like, hey, that's a perfect opportunity to do a cold shot on the center torso and take this guy out. So I was moving Medusa. No, wait, Sakiba's up. Medusa was waiting for last. So let's see. Yeah, both hits were to the center torso earlier. Let's see if we can finish the guy off, because that would be great. Well, not for him, but it seemed like it was hitting the center torso, but he's not disabled. So it was probably one of his side torsos then. So I was raining on him as well. Oh, actually I was providing the firepower, sorry. And the LRM-5 was not enough, well, it would have been enough if it hit his center torso, I think. But yeah, like you saw, it wasn't hitting his center torso, so he's still not down. So, moving up demo. I think I was going to do a cold shot here. Actually, no. I was just defining my... Oh no, wait, I am doing a cold shot. I changed my mind there. Alright, so let's see if we can take him out. That laser didn't hit the center torso. Medium laser did, and it was enough to take him out. Okay. So, and I think that was the only mech that was on this mission. The rest were all vehicles and turrets, and they were quite easily dispatched, really. The LRMs from the Shadowhawk hitting that galleon, and boom, he's gone. Let's see, PPC shot at a turret, and it's gone. And another PPC at a Scorpion, and it's gone. Yeah, and I almost feel sorry for the AI under these conditions, until I realized how many times it actually fucked me over. So yeah, screw you AI, here, take some missiles. You're free on us. And that was the last of the objective building. Piece of fucking cake. Then again, it was only half a skull, so what was I expecting? Honestly, no, this was pretty much exactly what I was expecting, so easy money. And considering our expenses are not influenced by what mechs we're sending in, there's really no downside to doing all this, so, you know, I'm not complaining. So this was going to be the last mission that I was going to do before I was ready to take on the priority mission, or story mission as I like to call them. And I figured, I was considering here, do I want to go for salvage or for payment? And I figured if I do full payment, that's an entire month of salary and such that we got handled. So why not do one of those? And I mean, most of the salvage that I got at this point didn't really, you know, entice me to think that I should go pick the salvage, except for that one mission with the enforcer. And I think I had already forgotten that by this point, because I went for full money. But yeah, I think salvage is pretty much the best route to always go, because even if you just get like, well, one piece each mission, if you're a little bit lucky, you can still like get a mech every other few matches, and those sell for a lot more than you get for salvage. Unless you get like AC-20s, LRM-20s. I think those sell for a lot actually. But my mission was here, that was to destroy a convoy. And we got a huge ass group that I just kind of stumbled upon, so I wasn't really quite sure what which of these enemies I had to deal with. But I was I kind of suspected the vehicles, and most of the times they are in fact the vehicles and not so much the mechs. Or maybe you can get the mechs as what do you call it? Mechs as a convoy. Could be, I haven't seen it yet. Here I do cast it on the center also, because that would take out this locust, and I hit the ground. So yeah, that's a shame. I really still had this four parts of his what do you call it, evasion pip, so I don't know what I was really expecting really. And here I take out his leg with a lucky PPC shot. So he's on the ground, he's going to be an easy target. And my panther gets fired at. And my panther gets fired at. And my panther gets fired at. So I was seeing a certain theme here. He was the closest target for them and they were all focusing him. So here I was trying to take out the other leg on the locust and I succeed. And I succeed on taking out the entire thing. Woohoo! Ain't such a thing as overkill, my friend. Unless you want to, you know, salvage. In that case, yeah, it's actually you. Well, I just want to take care of the spider before I take care of the rest of these guys. Defining my my missile fire over these targets. And sure enough, I get a pop-up here confirming that these vehicles are in fact the convoy. So that seems. I did think it was a bit weird because that first one seems to have a lot more armor than the second one. So I'm not sure what was up with that. So I took some laser fire on demo with one of the vehicles. I'm not sure what I did here. I tried to take out his leg and PPC is too hot, so switch that out. And yeah, sure enough, I take out the left leg. And he comes stumbling down. And oh, in this case, my commando gets fired at. My commando gets fired at. Most of the fire so far has been very inaccurate. Oh, well, at least the structure is exposed. But you know, it could be worse. Oh, wait, they're not done yet. And there goes the right torso. Yeah, it's right. Light mechs can be so incredibly squishy, and this was with full movement evasion pips. So, yeah, well, considering our panther had to cool down, I used a melee attack for him. Tried to take out the spider and succeed actually with the next one. I think I kept demo for the last because I'm not sure why. Either that or I just moved him. I ran him for full evasion pips. I think I did that. Oh no, well, wait, I moved him and I braced him, or whatever it's called. Most of the missiles missed, thankfully. And I think that was actually coming from behind me, so I'm very happy that that missed as well. And it's time to return the favor a little bit. Boom! And they're returning fire a little bit, and they're focusing on my Shadowhawk, and they're focusing on, hey, that's focusing on demo. You know, vehicles take double damage from melee, so, and as soon as we kill this guy, the other vehicles of the other arms no longer have line of sight towards us, so down you go, Huzzah. And that was also one of our objectives, so that's, you know, we had to kill him anyway. I think I am using the Panther in this case to provide line of sight for him. Unfortunately, it also means that the Panther is the only one that they can see. So while they were driving away, they were firing at him, and they think they almost caught him. I know at the last turn I was really careful with him because he was almost down. For some reason, all their hits seem to be hitting that center torso. But yeah, that was the mission. And we got enough money to hold out another month. And the commando got damaged and the Panther got damaged. But aside from that, we got out pretty damn good. And well, we got no salvage rights, but we could have gotten 2 mechs here. Alright, and this all done. Next episode, it's time for this story mission. Right, it's the Moolies. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. See you guys next time.